I'm Mark Drexler with the Climatographers. In 30 years of working on climate change, I have Googled a lot of climate questions. But if you read E.O. Wilson's quote here, you'll start to see some of the limitations of that approach. In reality, we've been Googling climate change topics for decades, with relatively little to show for it overall. Does it make sense to rethink our approach to how we are gathering the information we need to seriously tackle climate change? What if anyone could explore almost any climate topic through the ideas and insights of hundreds of experts rather than just the randomness of an internet search? Now, with that one sentence, you understand what we're trying to do with the climate web. Now, I've jumped into the climate web and the climate web index specifically just to give you a flavor for how you can explore the climate web. There are actually thousands of index entries, which gives you some idea of how much information you can dig into. If I open up this particular index entry for climate change impacts, you'll see that it feeds into a lot of other index entries. You can, in a few minutes, scroll through almost the entire topic of climate change. And I'm not going to go into any more detail in this video, keeping it very short. I just want to use this video for giving you a sense of what else you can find and the scope of what you can find in the climate web. So deep dives go very deep into these topics. There are almost 80 deep dives in the climate web. You can see from this list that it covers almost every major topic in climate change, and we're adding more topics as we go. Now, not everybody is looking for enormous amounts of information, and that's why we've created mini brains, and you can find these at the Climate Web's website, where these are taken from the Climate Web, but they're made much more accessible for a specific purpose. You can download them to an iPhone, to a tablet in most cases, and access perhaps just the information that you need rather than the entire climate web. And another thing that we've done is made it possible to download seed brains or slices of the climate web based on particular topics that you're interested in or particular topics that you're working on. You can download this slice of the climate web and use it as your own knowledge management system and take it from there. Do anything you want with it. So we're taking a lot of steps to make it possible for you to access just the information that you can really use rather than having to access the entire climate web. I've jumped back out of the climate web, and this slide just pulls together some key information about how we've organized it to make it easy for you to use and for you to find almost anything you might need in the climate web. There's much more in the climate web if you need to use it professionally or as a business, but anyone can use the climate web in the ways that are described here. So take a look at theclimateweb.com. There's much more information there, the products page, for example, and we're happy to field any questions, and we hope that the climate web can help you sort of tackle climate change in a different way and in a way that might overall contribute to more progress on this issue. Thanks.